Hey everybody, it's Andy aka Max Rider. We're back with another episode of Stuff and Such. Now, today's episode is going to actually be just about dice. Here are all my dice containers that I could find. We've got... My grandmother made me this when I was little. I started playing D&D really young, and it's actually some kind of a... I don't know what it is. It's a thing. Of course, a Crown Royal bag. These are for certain dice. Settlers of Catan 2010. I thought I had a red one of those as well, but I don't know where it is. The old bag of tricks, leather-bound dice bag, and my grandfather gave me one of his covers for his golf clubs, and it made a really good dice bag. Now, we're going to investigate each one of these in order of importance, I think, or the things that I find important. Now, we're going to start with this. These are my loaner dice. I keep these with my GM stuff. And what we've got here is a set. Oh, there's some of these too. Okay, so we got some of these guys, these elven dice that I got to review from, I can't remember where. I can't remember where I got them. And then most of these are, there's like 5 sets of these blue dice that I got from China, real cheap. And I just use these as loaner sets when I run games. There's also some other elf dice. These are from... I cannot remember the name of the company. There are also plenty of D6s, spare D6s. Most of these are Chessex Origins dice. I don't know if you can... There you go. Origins 2014. That's Origins 2014. What's this one? And then this one is Origins 2000... Will you focus? Origins 2015. And these are dice that I will give out when I'm running a game. I'll loan these out, I'll loan a set out to somebody to play, so if they don't have dice of their own, I use them especially at conventions. A lot of people don't bring dice to conventions, so there you have it. And like I said, the dice from China were cheap, $2 or maybe $3 a set, and so I just bought them. And I used to use my mud dice, which is this. We'll be getting to that very shortly, in order to, as loaners. But I don't really like to do that anymore. Second up, we got Settlers of America. What is this? 2010. I must have got this at a convention. These are my backup dice. These dice are in my backpack all the time. And, oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh shoot, I dropped it. This is, oh, it's stuck in the floor. This is a Jolly Blackburn pendant. Jolly Blackburn, Gen Con 2014. So that's my two-sided die that I use. I have a couple of Origins 07 dice that just are in here. And this is a set that a friend of mine gave me when she stopped playing. These are actually glow-in-the-dark dice. Pink and green and yellow, I think. I got them all from her. So that's my little backup set. I keep it in my backpack. It goes where I go, so that I will always have dice in an emergency. This is just a cheap little bag. Let's see, what's next? We're going to go from kind of order of importance, I guess. So I guess we'll do this next. I used to keep all my dice in this. When I first started playing Dungeons & Dragons back in '79, I put all my dice in here, because I didn't have a dice bag, per se. And, oh, I did have a dice bag! Holy monkeys, I totally forgot about that. So, my dice bag... Oh, jeez. Okay. So this was my dice bag, and this was, I believe, from Putt Putt Golf, and it was a little tiny bag that they would, if you bought like $20 worth of tokens, they would shove it in one of these bags and give it to you. I don't know where this came from or what it is, but it is it's a die. Here are a couple of ceramic dice that my friend Greg Thompson made me in college back in the 80s. They do not roll real well. I mean, as far as like accurate, but they do roll. Here's some wooden dice. I'm not sure. They came from some game of my grandparents on one side. I don't know who. What else have I got? An Origins 08 die from Crystal Cast. I don't really know why that's in there. And then the rest of these are Star Trek dice. I think I still have I do. These are from Task Force Games. Starfleet dice set. Ooh. Back in 1995. Oh, Elven Dice. Here's the Elven Dice. Q Workshop. That's who did them. So Q Workshop did the Elven Dice from the from the mud dice set, or from the loner dice set. So you have your Klingon die. Come on, focus. No, it doesn't want to. You've got Romulan dice, and you've got Federation dice. And these I just keep these in here. I don't know why. They just ended up separate from all the rest of my stuff. And there you have it. All right, next. These are all my dice that I never use anymore. So this you could consider my mud dice. Oh, nice. Here are my Knights of the Dinner Table dice with what each one of them represents number-wise. What else is in here? Oh my god, okay. These dice were rubbed... Let's see, I probably have... I wrote the thing down in here. These are D20s that were rubbed through, I think, Dave Arneson's hair. Run through Dave Arneson's hair. There's no date on it. Oh, Kenzerco card. It was one of the conventions that I attended back when Dave Arneson was alive, and they were rubbed through his hair, and then they were sold. And these were given to me, so they're lucky. They're just regular, straight-up gray D20s. What else is in here? Any other? Oh, there's another bag. There's that other bag. Settlers of America, 2010. These are the individual D6s. We're only going to take a second looking at these. From all the various conventions, all the Origins conventions and stuff. Look at this pink one. This says Naomi's Flight. Oh, dog wants out. Hold on just a moment. I have a pause feature, so I guess I didn't have to say hold on a moment. So, these Origins 07, Origins 09, Origins 08. I think I have one Zari Gen Con 08, Origins 08. There's one or two of each of the ones from Origins in here, and I've kept those separate. I have a bunch more of these because sometimes at the ends of cons, I don't know if it's, I think it's Chessex, it might be Crystal Cast. Sometimes comes by, whoever makes these, I think it's Chessex, but I can't remember. They'll just come by and sometimes they'll just dump dice out. They'll be like, yeah, here, take these. Because they don't really have a use for them. Hope I'm not giving away any secrets. These are, oh my god, what is this? Dragonfire, Booth 912, Origins 2007. It's another two-sided die. This is just a mix of dice that I've gotten. Oh, I didn't know I had this. What is this? It's a red elf die. So we got some of Craig Zipsy's Target dice. He gave me, I bought some from him and then he handed me a bunch more. There's another one. We've got, this is just a mess, kind of a mix. Where are we? 8 minutes. I'm going to have to pause the video here. Here's another one of these. One of these elf dice. I wonder if, I'm going to have to look through and see if those other sets are missing some. So this is a mix. First off, we can let's pull out all of the like old Origins dice. We got a ton of them. All these D6s are various Origins dice. So we'll swip them out. I think this is one. Yeah, that's a Gen Con die. So I used to use this bag as my kind of, not really throwaway dice set, but it was all the dice that weren't part of an actual set for me. What, is this one? Yeah, Origins. Look at that. Origins 13, that's a pretty die. I can tell which actual conventions I've been to by which Origins dice I have. Then we've got a bunch of these just generic D6s that came from, either I purchased them, they came from various sources. You can see there's various different types of them, a couple different sizes, a couple different styles. Another Origin or Gen Con dice. If you pull all the Origins and Gen Con dice out, there's not a whole lot left. Let's see. We're still trying to pull all of them out. What is this? Okay, I have no idea what this came from. Probably a game. I'm guessing... Dope! Here's the Dope dice they put out one year. I'm trying to get focused. Come on. Come on, you. There it is. Dope! Origins 07. The only thing I don't like about those is that it makes them hard to read. Having Dope for the 1 and Origins for the 6 or vice versa. There we go. Those two go together. So the rest of these are dice that I have accumulated or somehow gotten over the years, and they do go kind of in sets. I think my brother, this was my brother's, I think. He used to run Gamma World, and then he kind of just got out of role-playing. A lot of these crystal ones are ones that I purchased or got my hands on. I have no idea where this came from. See, there was a set. There were a couple sets in here. Look at this ugly thing. Not sure where that one came from either. More Origins dice. Okay, so these guys all are part of a set. I think these were my brother's. I'm pretty certain. It looks like it's an incomplete set. I don't know where these little tiny dice came from. Little tiny D20s. No idea where they're from. If anybody can clarify any of this for me, let me know. There's another of that. That goes with this set. So those are all together. Here's the EverQuest die. I think I have two of these. One's in this and one's in my GM. Here are some... What's this? Zari Gen Con 2009. So that can go... we'll put that aside. Over here... I don't know. This is just a 10-sided die. I thought I had some really ugly dice, too. Somebody was giving away ugly dice. Now, my first dice set... Let's see if I can pick it out of here. I don't see any of them. Wait a minute. Here it is. Here's one of my first dice. That's one of my first D20s. Unmarked, so you can only use it for percentals. Here's the red one that went with it. That was my first little, like, duo. And now I sent away for these guys. These guys are from the original, there was a coupon in the original Dungeons & Dragons box set with the dragon on the front. And you could send away for dice, and I did. Hold on, I'm gonna stop the video here real quick and start it up again. So, those were the ones. And I still have most of them. So we've got D4, D6, D8, D12, and a D20. My D10 was lost. I replaced it with this, and as you can see, this die did not weather very well. But I wanted them to be kind of together. Now my first... Okay, we're going to keep putting together... Oh, I'm running out of space here. Oh, over here is perfect. So this is my first dice set, and I wanted to buy a bunch of clear polyhedrals. I don't know where this came from. That's just a regular D20. I don't know where the limits of the field of vision are, so... we got this guy, we got these. These guys are taking up too much space. I'm going to move them over a little bit. There we go. Now we have some room. I know these were in sets. I think that was one that went with this. This definitely was a blue D12. I don't know what this die is from. And some of these, I wanted all different colors. I don't know why, but I did. Like these 20s, I have no idea where they came from. I have no idea where I got this die. I have just no idea. Same with this one. They're real easy to read though, which is nice. D12. No, I had a blue D12. Some of these crystal ones, I'm not sure where they came from either. Hope I'm not boring you guys. Oh, okay. So, there's the blues. What did I do with the rest of those? I don't know. I think this was one of my brother's original ones. Oh, here's the blue ones. I seem to have two sets of those now. I don't remember where most of these dice came from. This is the 8-sider that went with this group. I think I ended up with two sets of these crystal ones. Where's that? There we go. I think we ended up with two sets of these crystal ones at some point. And I had a clear... Oh, there it is! I had a clear D20 that just went up to 10 twice. And so I had to paint in the numbers of the D20 so that I could use it. I used this for Dungeons & Dragons for several years. More D20s up here. This looks like it came from a game. Yeah, I bet these came from Traveler or Twilight 2000 or something. No idea on this. We've got some orange dice. I don't know where they came from. Have no idea who they belong to. I think... Oh, crap. Dropped it. I think this was one of my brothers. Originally D4. Yellow, ugly D4. Yeah, so... This is just a bunch... Oh, here's a D5. No, it's not. No, it's a D10. It's a D10. We got some more these. Another one of these. D8. This I think I found in a parking lot in Bryan, Ohio, if I remember correctly. Just sitting out there, just a D20 sitting in the parking lot. This probably went with some of my brothers somewhere. I could divide these into sort of sets, but I really don't remember. It seems like this was part of this, that these two guys went together. I know these two guys I bought, and they initially were with my white ones over here, because there were no percentile dice, so I had to get some. So this was a second set that I got of various and different things. This looks like the D4 that goes with that. I have no idea about these guys. All right. Oh, this was my brother's. This was an old one of my brother's. I think that went with this. And I'm getting a kind of obsessive compulsive here about breaking them into sets and figuring out what goes with what now. And there's just no way. Because some disappeared, people borrowed them, they didn't return them, they used them or not. This one looks like it goes with some kind of a set, but I can't remember. Alright, so I'm going to clear this off. We're going to pause the video, I'm going to clear this off, and we'll show you the last two bags. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to stop the video so it's not abrupt. We'll be right back.